Please rise as you are able for the procession of faculty and graduates.
Thank you. You may all now be seated. My name is Sarah DeWalt. I am Dean of the College of Biological Sciences. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all here, our distinguished guests, faculty colleagues, families, friends, and members of the graduating class to the 2024 College of Biological Sciences commencement ceremony. We will begin the ceremony with a multilingual greeting representing some of the languages spoken by the class of 2024.
On behalf of the class of 2024, welcome to the undergraduate commencement ceremony for the College of Biological Sciences.
2024 की कक्षा की ओर से कॉलेज ऑफ बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेज के स्नातक प्रारंभ समारोह में आपका स्वागत है.
De parte de la clase de 2020-24, les damos la bienvenida a la ceremonia del Colegio de Ciencias Biológicas.
W imieniu klasy 2024 roku serdecznie witam wszystkich studentów w naszej ceremonii ukończenia College Biological Science studiów.
2024च्या वर्गाच्या वतीने कॉलेज ऑफ बायोलॉजिकल सायन्सेसच्या अंडरग्रॅज्युएट कमेन्समेंट समारंभात तुमचं स्वागत आहे.
U ime razreda 2024 dobrodošli na ceremoniju otvaranja dodiplomskih studija za Visoku školu bioloških nauka.
Herzlich willkommen zur Abschlussfeier des 2024 Jahrgangs der Biologie Akademie.
Con thầy mà cho niên học năm 2024, chào mừng quý vị đã đến tham dự buổi lễ tốt nghiệp cao đẳng khoa học sinh học.
Jménem ročníku 2024 vítejte na zahajovacím ceremoniálu bakalářského studia Fakulty biologie.
我代表2024届毕业生欢迎您出席生物科学学院本科毕业典礼.
សូមជម្រាបសួរទាំងអស់គ្នាអរគុណដែលបានមកការចប់សាលា College of Biological Sciences ឆ្នាំ2024របស់យើងខ្ញុំទាំងអស់គ្នាអរគុណច្រើន.
2024학년도를 대표하여 생물과학대학 학부 졸업식에 오신 여러분들을 환영합니다.
2024 metų klasės bakalauro studentai jūs sveikina atvykę į biologijos mokslų baigimo ceremoniją.
Sa ngalan ng klase ng 2024, nagbibigay-pugay kami at nagpapasalamat sa inyong pagdalo. Maligayang pagdating sa seremonyo ng pagtatapos para sa Kolehiyo ng Agham Pangbiolohiya.
வணக்கம். 2024 வகுப்பின் சார்பாக உயிரியல் கல்லூரியின் இளங்கலை தொடக்க விழாவிற்கு உங்கள் அனைவரையும் அன்புடன் வரவேற்கிறோம்.
Now I would like to take a moment to introduce those here on stage with me today. Would you please rise and remain standing as you are able when I say your name? We have University of Minnesota Regent Janie Mayron, our commencement speaker, Regents Professor Marlene Zook, our mace bearer, Professor David Bernlohr, Professor John Ward, who will present the candidates, Professor Emeritus John S. Anderson, who will lead us in Hale, Minnesota, and Tim Tripp, who will deliver our alumni welcome. Thank you. And you may be seated. We also have college leadership on stage. Would you please rise and remain standing as I call your name? Associate Dean for Faculty, Jeff Gralnick. Associate Dean for Research, Peter Kennedy. Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education, Lori Parker. Associate Dean for Student Affairs and International Programs, Nikki Letowski-Schultz. Head of the Department of Biochemistry, Molecular Biology, and Biophysics, David Bernlohr. Head of the Department of Biology, Teaching and Learning, David Kirkpatrick. Head of the Department of Ecology, Evolution, and Behavior, Mike Travisano, and Head of the Department of Genetics, Cell Biology, and Development, Tom Hayes. You may be seated. We additionally have faculty representing our different College of Biological Sciences majors. Would you please rise and remain standing as I call your name? Rob Brooker, David Mathis, Leslie Schiff, Jeffrey Simon, Beverly Smith Kyling, Emily Snell Rude, Dina Wassenberg. Thank you for representing our majors on this special day. You may be seated. And next, I'd like to recognize additional faculty here today to celebrate our soon-to-be graduates. Would you please rise and remain standing as I call your name? Daniel Bond, Jim Kottner, Anath Das, Dana Davis, Sarah Hammerland, Susan Jones, Catherine Kirkpatrick, Max Kramer, Yvonne Rodden, Anne Rugby, George Weiblin, and Scott Dame. You may be seated. And thank you all for being here and for all of your support and encouragement of our students. Graduating seniors, we are here today to celebrate an important milestone in your lives and recognize your accomplishments. Completing a degree at the College of Biological Sciences isn't easy. We have asked a great deal of you, and you rose to the occasion. Congratulations. And this is a big day for your family and friends, your faculty, your advisors as well. So thank you to all who encouraged and supported you along the way. We are incredibly proud of what you have accomplished. So many of you started or returned to college in the midst of a global pandemic. You adapted and you succeeded despite sometimes incredibly difficult circumstances. The ability to navigate the unknown and persist despite the challenges life presents will serve you well. As a CBS student, you learned biology by doing biology. You developed the skills needed to investigate the world around you and develop evidence-based solutions. You worked with your peers and faculty and learned that both science and life require collaboration and community. Through your experiences and your interactions, you learned about yourself. Now you get to go out into the world and put all of that work to create a better, brighter future. So on behalf of the CBS community, I want to thank you for the opportunity you gave us to work with you, to get to know you, and to learn with you. We can't wait to see what you do next, so please keep in touch. Now I'd like to direct your attention to the screens above for a brief video in which your peers reflect on their time in CBS and look to the future.
How do you feel about your undergraduate career ending? It's a lot of emotions.
It feels like last month I just started.
You just grow to enjoy and love everything that you've done during your undergrad career.
And I just don't think there's another time in my life where I'll have the community that CBS provided.
The pandemic was during 2020, my senior year of high school. I didn't really have a graduation.
We had to pull over with our cars to get our diploma, and drive away.
So this is kind of our first official in-person graduation.
How will it feel to earn a college degree?
It will feel amazing.
I am really excited and I'm really proud of myself.
I feel like getting a college degree is something that I've been working towards my whole life.
All the sleep that I've sacrificed, all the hangouts that I missed out on, it just feels it was all worth it.
I'm super excited to earn a college degree. I feel like it's just a culmination of all the experience that I've had here.
I have gotten to hear from so many different perspectives.
It's gonna feel like a privilege just because a college education is not accessible to everyone.
What advice would you have given yourself at the beginning of college? Embrace it all.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Things change, and that's okay.
You never know what is your passion until you try it.
Seize opportunity where it may lie.
I think when I started college, I felt a little lost.
And sometimes it can be hard not to put yourself down when others around you seem to have it all figured out.
I realized that I had to come out of my shell and just become someone better.
Like, I'm more outspoken. I like to say what's on my mind. I used to be scared to say my opinion.
I've learned what I'm capable of.
A lot of college is definitely growing up and realizing who you are as a person.
What scares you about the future and what excites you?
Oof. I mean, that future's definitely scary.
It's like walking into a fog.
Just not knowing quite what my path looks like in the future.
I just get scared thinking about where I'm going to end up, if I'm going to stay on the same path.
I'm such a planner. I like to know what's happening in 2 hours and also in 20 years.
Exciting is just knowing like how far I can go.
I have always wanted to get a doctorate,
and I'm pursuing grad school because I'm not ready to stop learning.
So I'm excited to see myself become the person that I want to be.
Who would you like to thank? It's too many people to name.
If I think about it too much, I might cry.
All of my peers and my classmates and my friends along the way.
My family is my #1 supporters, and I owe everything to them.
They were the rock. I also want to just thank the CBS faculty and advising.
Without that support, I don't know if I would be sitting here today.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
We did it!
We don't have to do no OChem, no biochem anymore. See, we did it. The world didn't end.
Be proud of where you've gotten and what you've done.
Congrats, everyone. You guys made it.
Go Gophers.
And Sky Yuma.
Thank you to all of the students who participated in making that video. You are fantastic. So at this time, I'd like to recognize the accomplishments of a number of graduating seniors here today. Please stand as you are able when I call your name and remain standing until all award recipients have been acknowledged. And please hold applause until all are named. Recipient of the Astronaut Scholarship, Ronan Joshua Kossekin. Recipients of the President's Student Scholarship, President's Student Leadership and Service Award, Jessica Basio. Pavan Goodipati, Kevin Sun, Theodore Tran, Avni Varadin, Yuting Zhao. Graduates of the Thomas Burnett Advanced Leadership Program, Nahal Azmi, Jack Dufashard, Hilda Habia, Avni Varadin, and Madeline Blake was not able to attend but received a number of awards, including the Goldwater and Astronaut Scholarships. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. "42 graduating seniors were also welcomed into Phi Beta Kappa this year, which means that they are members of one of the most esteemed honor societies in the country. Will all of the Phi Beta Kappa graduates please stand as you are able? You may be seated. Students who completed the Dean's Scholars, Community Engagement Scholars, and President's Emerging Scholars programs are noted in your program, along with the many students graduating with honors and distinctions. Will those students in those programs please stand as you are able? You may be seated. And please join me in recognizing the varied accomplishments of all of the amazing students graduating here today with a round of applause. This year's commencement speaker is Regents Professor Marlene Zook. Dr. Zook has made outstanding contributions in the fields of ecology, evolutionary biology, and behavior. Her research over the last 4 decades laid the groundwork for a general understanding of the role of behavioral interactions in explaining biological diversity. Cited over 17,500 times, her work is truly field-shaping, and the long list of accolades she has received underscores that fact. Dr. Zook is a fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, a recipient of the Edward O. Wilson Naturalist Award, and she received 2 honorary doctorates. Finally, she is a member of the National Academy of Sciences, the highest achievement in science in the United States. In addition to the profound influence her work has had on fellow scholars and her field, Dr. Zook has made a point of sharing her insights with the public through popular science books, talks, and articles. And she even gave a TED Talk. In addition, she has an admirable record of professional service and service to the college as a longtime associate dean for faculty. She has been a strong advocate for advancing women's equity in science. So please join me in welcoming Regents Professor Marlene Zook.
Thank you, Dean DeWalt. And thank you also to our distinguished guests, my fellow faculty, and especially our soon-to-be graduates and their families and friends. I'm honored to speak to you on this day. I want to start by saying that I am really proud of you, all 400 plus of you, for this fantastic achievement. I'm particularly proud of the students who worked in my lab, of course, but I'm proud of the rest of you too. I'm proud of you because you worked hard and learned things that you didn't know before. Because this college emphasizes it, many, if not most of you, did research in the lab or the field or both, making new discoveries. Which brings me to the point that maybe I'm most proud of you because a lot of you didn't work on anything useful, and because sometimes you were wrong. Let me explain. I don't do what a lot of people would automatically think of as big science. Nothing I've done research on will result in a cure for cancer or a better robot. I've never filed for a patent in my life, and I don't get big grants. I'm not saying that to be, annoyingly self-deprecating or what some people would call a humble brag, but to point out that doing what is sometimes called discovery science is really important. Now, maybe some of you did basic research too, and you struggled to explain to your friends or family why what you worked on was important, even if it wasn't immediately directed at a cure for a disease or an invention. And now, as you're about to get your degrees, you're becoming ambassadors, not only for the university and the college, but for science as a way of thinking and a path to understanding the world. Now, I want to illustrate what I mean with a story. I got my undergraduate degree from the University of California at Santa Barbara, and after I graduated, I stuck around for a few years doing a bunch of different part-time jobs, including tutoring introductory chemistry to first-gen college students who came from high schools that may not have prepared them as well as, we would like. So one day, a freshman from one of my sections named Doug came loping up to me when I was walking across campus. "Hey," he said, "how much does my chemistry professor make?" I said I wasn't sure, but even at the time I had the inkling that although it's a reasonable way to make a living, being a university faculty member will not make you rich. Why did he want to know? Because man, this guy has it good. In high school, my teachers had 5 classes a day, 5 days a week. This professor is teaching 3 days a week for an hour. How sweet is that? It's always a shame to discourage someone from going into an academic career, but I felt compelled to disabuse Doug of his illusions. Leaving aside that preparing for 3 lectures a week requires no small amount of work, I told him that teaching is not all that his chemistry professor does. He spends a lot of his time doing research. Doug looked blank. "What is that?" "Well," I said, "your chemistry textbook?" He nodded. "How do you think all that stuff got in there?" He gave me another blank look. It didn't get in there, it just was there, perpetual, immutable, like, the stars in the sky or his mother nagging him. I explained that all the information in his text came from people like his professor, finding things out, doing experiments, putting them together with others' work, and eventually developing the body of knowledge that was currently the bane of his existence. Information in textbooks is always changing as new research leads to new conclusions, but it provides the backbone for everything else scientists do, from developing AI to curing cancer. And that's what we mean by basic science. Well, Doug lost interest in academia as the ideal career for someone who apparently didn't want to work very hard. He actually fixated on becoming a physician instead, a goal I never found out whether or not he attained. But anyway, my point is that most people don't think about where our fundamental knowledge comes from or who produces it. And if they don't think about it, they can't value it. I don't blame them. Like Doug did, it's easy to take for granted that we've just always known the basics of how things work. When people ask me what I do, I tell them that I study animal behavior, and more specifically, and as a good shorthand, I study bug sex. It's what I do when I'm not teaching. Many students have helped me with it over the years. People in my lab have spent more hours than they'd probably like to admit watching insects mate in a darkened room. I could give you more details, but just know that I'm not working on a cure for a disease or a direct way to ameliorate climate change. Now, there are people who would say that this kind of research is not useful, and we should not be doing it in a public university. You and your parents are paying good money to get students educated, not to have them watch bug sex. But my work helps us understand why males and females look and act the way they do, why evolution is sometimes quick and sometimes slow, and much more. Basic research is how we find out about the world. And I think it's very important that people at universities do that work. We need to remember that in the days before universities, people had to fund that kind of scholarship either through their own private fortunes or by acquiring patrons, wealthy people who paid for research at the whim of their interests. Returning to that system would automatically make research less democratic and far less diverse because we don't all have access to personal fortunes or rich friends. And the sheer reduction in numbers of people able to make those discoveries would impede progress in finding the answers. And you never know where research into basic questions will lead. Imagine you are asked whether to recommend funding for a project that will use very detailed X-rays to determine whether a certain kind of acid molecule has a shape that curves, with 2 halves that are made up of 4 components that always occur in 2 types of pairs with each other. Do the two parts of the molecule run parallel or anti-parallel in opposite directions? The researchers claim this structure has novel features which are of considerable interest to biologists. A lot of people might think this is trivial, a waste of taxpayers' money. But I expect that a lot of you, thanks to your training in our classrooms and laboratories, know what this describes. James Watson and Francis Crick used that sentence to begin their historic report on the discovery of a lifetime, the structure of DNA. One more thing. I want to not only encourage you to work on things that others may initially see as useless, or at least without immediate application, I also want to encourage you to be wrong. Israeli writer and intellectual Yuval Harari says that science is powerful because it acknowledges ignorance. For thousands of years, he said, people's knowledge came from faith. The scientific revolution began with admitting we don't have all the answers. Before that, people thought that everything was known and that you found things out by reading texts or consulting important leaders. Science, he claimed, began when people realized that they don't know everything. For example, you can look at a European world map from 1459. It's filled with details about the world that happen to be completely wrong. But not even 100 years later, once the scientific revolution had begun, a 1525 map showed places that were known to the best of people's ability, but also many tantalizing blank spaces where we knew nothing. People were able to acknowledge their ignorance. Few things are more powerful. When you realize you can be wrong, the world opens up in a way it never could before. So, I encourage you, all of you, to get involved in the answers to all kinds of questions, whether they seem like they will give practical solutions or not. I look forward to hearing about you working on what may appear to be useless and to having the courage to be wrong. Congratulations to all of you, the class of 2024.
So thank you very much, Dr. Zook. Now I am pleased to invite Dr. John Ward to present the candidates. Dr. Ward is a professor in the Department of Plant and Microbial Biology. He teaches botany and plant cell biology and is an instructor in the Nature of Life program at Itasca Biological Station. He also served as Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education. Dr. Ward.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Dean DeWalt. This is the time that you've been waiting for. It's a time to celebrate. Families, friends, and students, please feel free to cheer on the soon-to-be graduates as I read the candidates' names. So yes, you're allowed to make some noise. Candidates, the student marshals will direct you to the stage. Please follow their lead. We will now begin the presentation of the candidates for Bachelor of Science degrees from the College of Biological Sciences. We begin with students receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry. Faculty associated with this major are invited to come to the front at this time. Evan Hucksdorf. Chelsea Estuido Garrido. Zena San. Métis Barussi. Sonita Knapp. Macaulay Ward. Morgan Hall. Emily Poor. Luke Rugemer. Tatiana Anderson. Samuel Scherzer. Brandon Steiger. Brandon Palm. Noah Zimmerman. Keegan Lee. Max Pinamonti. Lucas Lemke. Siddharth Bamareddy. Abdullahi Ali. Theodore Tran. Fatima Garza Ramon. Isa Ahales. Madeline Lee. Jacqueline Pham. Alyssa Richards. Lydia Swanson. Catherine Gelhaug. Cassandra Goswick. Megan Stuffield. Ayla Bounds. Reagan Meskimen. James Loken. Julia Eldridge. Mitchell Krings. Simon Vergara Santibanez. Caitlin Wheeler. Michael Hedin. Joshua Selness. Zach Daywald. Emmanuel Ikibude. Sanjeev Ramana. Rowan Wilkins. David Tennis. Sophia Tharp. Franklin Nelson. Trena Tafoya. Olivia Yasker. Ben Zanstra. Elijah Torbenson. Andrew Peterson. Hayden Herstrom. Brandon Portillo. Dom Sofio. Declan Smith. Matthew Walters. Jacob Powers. Catherine Hawley. Allie Thorne. Ashley Biniak. Iris Wong. Annie Cho. Idris Abatan. Rama Chama. Ramo Muhammad. Lin Din. William Allen. Don Wynn. Calvin Lipulo. Benjamin Van Setters. Amanda Mua. Agyan Chozom. Valsia Elmi. Caitlin Flatgard. Mariam Alidar. Sienna Grounds. Shayla Fish. Nicole McCormick. Sophia Fursa. Zachary Edival. Ashley Sadoff. Jillian Van Treek. Han Kang. Caleb Solomon. Brock Ani. Steve Chu. I'll now be presenting candidates for Bachelor of Science in Biology. Faculty associated with that major can come to the front. Mia Boyning. Maddie Murphy. James Lansman. Annika Eldin. Madison Arnold. Kira Neal. Taylor Fix. Dia Patel. Marissa Perrine. Jade Gray. Addison Bentz. Samantha Niehaus. Brooke Oxaz. Madeline Wasmund. Yuan Yu. Hassan Mehdi. Sky Her. Sharam Sadoff. William Lang. Paisley Homan. Nicole Fernandez Anjo. Elizabeth Kirst. Congratulations, Ethan. Ethan Shellhart. Zachary Frisike. Andrew Harris. Christina Cook. Nicole Schiller. Su Tin. Nihaluddin Azmi. Walid Ahmed. Zahir Khan, congratulations. Chase Olson. Hi, Frida. Frida Payne. Hilda Habia. Liba Muhammad. Sahil Kamat. Ayan Khan. Lauren Slavic. Anna Weiss. Chloe Staudenmeyer. Claire Ryan. Gina Troftgruben. Marissa Erickson. Luke Van Horn. Mason Thorpe. Colin Arneson. Rachel Colvin. Jordan Sadowski. Jordan Skalko. Ire Olukoga. Morgan Bagley. Yinan Wang. Madeline Coolidge. Caden Meyer. Ethan Niemeyer. Olivia Bernice. Kimitha Weber. Olivia Arminetti. Daniel Yu. Christy Wynn. Clara Kim. Cesar Figueres. Yubin Choi. Minwoo Lee. Ethan Koh. Chivo. Violet Roynaline. Denny Wynn. Shannon Thomas. Quinn O'Brien. Ashley Fish. Ryan Bracken. Austin Morgan. Nia Nagaraj. Amanda Rogers. Saki Gautam. Trinette Ho. Pratibha Katuoda. Elena Nesseth. Claire Hennen. Jessica Jorgensen. Sarah Schaffer. Samantha Andreessen. Aiden Reed. Helena Duplays. Maya Shepard. Nicole Rober. Nicholas Bawig. Penny Fang. Emerson Mitchell. Audrey Rodewald. Callie Meyer. Shane Ward. Ethan Johnson. Melanie Mayers. Aaron Lateral. Madeline Mirage. Elizabeth Wacker. Joe Brown. Matthew Pearson. Kaylee Peternell. Isabel Van Alst. Kathleen Conway. Catherine Isaacson. Ava Forsleen. Peter Gutenberger. Hannah Dalsine. Datvo. Sarah T. Cooper Roosh. Malia Pattison. Kylie Shendell. Reagan Sadler. Amy Chen. Emma Hansen. Hannah Chris. Casey Stowe. Connor Yarbrough. Anna Free. Sophia Bowman. Audrey Wethington. Ermi Das. Jasmine Doe. Jason Chen. Richard Har. Luke Gerhardson. Hamza Rushdie. Freya Webster. Adam Reinke. Albert Menga. David May. Amy Fleck. Camry Josuski. Connor Yang. Aisha Ahmed. Brittany Wheeler. Molly Hannon. Avery Donovan. Wesley Carpenter. Ruby Alice. Najib Hassan. McKenna Boyko. Michelle Cortez Jimenez. Kendra Johnson. Katie Rempel-Ewert. Iris Tobias. Madison Frederick. I will now be presenting candidates for a Bachelor of Science degree in Cellular and Organismal Physiology. Faculty associated with that major can come to the front. Madeline Castle. Elise McGee. Ava Hill. Alex Prohaska. Kayla Hecker. Haley Turner Hubbard. Brandon Schmidt. Elise Zaz. Adam Rohlater. Calday Ham. Bryce Hunsberger. Alexander Augustin. Paige Carlson. Maya King. Catherine Carger. Jack Ryan. Juan Barones. I'll now be presenting candidates with a Bachelor of Science degree in Ecology, Evolution, and Behavior. Faculty associated with that major, please come to the front. Lola Brokering. Nicholas Erickson. Kai Ding. Isabella Fisher. Abby Brett. Tiana DeGrande. Delaney Cashin. Jin Ong. Kendra Cloth. Shelby Erickson. Kara Volbrecht. Isabel Hoversten. Emma Gross. Jenna McKay. Luke Drummer. Leah Bell. Alyssa Tran. Munitha Tall. Louis Janisek. Marshall Janisek. Kyle Murley. I'll now be presenting candidates for a Bachelor of Science degree in Genetics, Cell Biology, and Development. Faculty associated with that degree, please come to the front. Wala Hamza. Hannah Severade. Kira Borsma Bergerud. Olivia Pace. Jackson Barnes. Bailey Huppenbecker. Juliana Poole. Peter Hunsader. Hakeem Aziz. Emily Pitts. Stuthi Tucker. Anuja Rahul Devare. Angeline Prasad. Riley Lyons. Rian Abdi. Avni Verdin. Madeline Larson. Emma Lilly. Emily Fish. Kalia Jones. Eliana Zipperer. Emily File. Ronan Joshua Kosakin. Lauren Giles. Gabriel Lohr. Sophia DeTunk. Justin Kennedy. Elizabeth Morgan. Lillian Workman. Vivian Trapp. Benjamin Weiner. John Luterman. Grant Jarvis. Jessica Bossio. Sydney Burrow. Talitha Kuhn. Sydney Wilson. Jordan Brewer. Matthew Adolfson. Rimola Awadala. Yusra Mohammed. Brady Erlinson. Annika Fleece. Sydney Hoffman. Grace Petzold. Anna Sakarek. Yoselin Martinez. Dia Patel. Pranathi Kandikanda. Summer Gerhardt. Erin Kostikin. Ellison Rumbly. Aiden Carlson. Sophie Hildreth. Yuting Zhao. Abhishek Mahesh. Sathika Yeruva. Noel Nelson. Caden Winchell. I will now be presenting candidates for a Bachelor of Science degree in microbiology. Faculty associated with that degree can come to the front. Victoria Rebeck. Emilia Rivera. Hattie Highland. Lauren Brookins. Hannah Kaiser. Alexander Culver. Lucas Guyan. Michael Scherer. Jocelyn Hansen. Elissa Kerwin. Emilia Lockridge. Meredith Farmer. Thomas Brum. Emma Dame. Braden Imsey. Alexander Ferraro. Annika Christensen. Katsarina Traktova. Stuart Porter. Manujath Swayampu. Justin Chi. I will now be presenting candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience. Faculty associated with that degree, please come forward. Isaac Liao. Nathan Schneider. Conrad Kulesha. Brian Wynn. Kyle Alexander. Ashley Walsh. Maggie Cristoforo. John Bennick. Lacey Zeller. Sophie Durant. Greta Mahold. Elizabeth Lindquist. B. Chi. Jericho Manolo. Gavin Fuchs. Campbell Cruzmark. Tiffany Din. Josephine Lamb. Clara Stein. Jihoon Sheen. Angela Bosch. Ivy Garland. Cara Paulson. Nyantri Prasanna Kumar. Abigail Burke. Emma Tripp. Carolyn Firk. Olivia Jacks. Awab Magzoub. Hannah Arms Reginald. Nathan Deep. Pavan Gutupati. Roberta Rooker. Maya Thuni Balarjan. Bakir Noor. Max Coons. Saeed Ahmad. Sebastian Swigum. Adrienne Barrington. Madeline Lynn Bomer. Chloe Schindler. Kaya Douglas. Elise Thoreen. Serena Yang. Afnan Hared. Anastasia Grogan. Hannah Moglowski. Malsum Shah. Kevin Sun. Eric Charani. Patrick Charani. Sydney Foreman. Ashley Ballou. Aparna Shoni. Christina Lee. Sarah Marwan. Sahara Fajri. Cheyenne Carter. Emma Duncanson. Ananya Narajan. Daniel Wang. Miguel Aguinaga. Britta Hornback. Mackenzie Swaim. Caitlin Daggett. Ira Calais. Trisha Bandiar. Sandra Nith. Simran Rana. Ava Roos. Sarah Jonas. Mackenzie Fetch. Anya Rushmer. Sadia Kaber. Hannah Pham. Patricia Zoe Madu. Anton Semenov. Adam Weiner. Bailey K. Meyer. Zoe Kent. Aditi Alshi. Brianna Verbout. Pravir Aurora. Paul Tallman. Heather Q. Eva Jindal. Annika Smink. I will now be presenting candidates for a Bachelor of Science degree in Plant and Microbial Biology. Faculty associated with that degree, please come to the front. Laima Lulivicius. Jane Vansky Newbart. Adelaide Hazen. Lou Hoff. Sarah Anglin. Ashley Aljets Ortiz. Logan Rodewald. Congratulations. Paige Dubbin. Graham Myers. Elena Gerke. I will now be presenting candidates for Bachelor of Science degree in multiple majors. Any faculty can come to the front. Any faculty. I did that on the fly. We got some good ones. Rachel Schultz. Andrew Ratz. Thomas Abney Lindahl. Jacob Angus. Samantha Larson. Laureen Lean. Lauren Minar.
Now it is my pleasure to welcome University of Minnesota Regent Janie Mayron up for the conferral of the degrees. Regent Mayron received both a bachelor's degree and a law degree from the University of Minnesota. She currently serves as chair of the Board of Regents and is a past president of the University of Minnesota Alumni Association. She is a retired United States magistrate judge and lawyer and has held numerous leadership positions in a variety of nonprofit and legal organizations. Regent Mayron.
Thank you, Dean DeWalt. It is my honor to be here today and to share in this wonderful moment with all of you here and up in the stands as well. Students, you should feel very proud of what you have accomplished. As a proud University of Minnesota alum and as chair of the Board of Regents, I am so excited to welcome you to our ranks. So without further ado, will the candidates please rise as they are able? Upon recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Regents, I now confer upon you the degrees for which you have qualified. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, graduates. To those in the stands and behind me, please join me in recognizing the class of 2024 and all of those who have made their achievements possible. Congratulations.
Thank you, Regent Mayron. You may be seated. I would now like to invite CBS alum Tim Tripp to the stage to welcome our newest alumni. Tim knows something about being an alum, given that he is a triple gopher, having received 3 degrees from the University of Minnesota, a bachelor's degree in microbiology, a master's in biological sciences, and an MBA. He has more than 2 decades of experience in the biotechnology industry and currently serves as the Strategic Partners and Innovation Director at ATP Bio, an organization that aims to enhance our ability to bank and transport biological cells and systems. Tim.
Thank you, Dean DeWalt. Thank you. This is the best job. All right. College of Biological Sciences graduates, you're now a part of an alumni network extending around the world. Whatever path you choose, you share a common connection with those who came before you. Shared experiences, shared knowledge, and a shared curiosity about the world around you. Wherever you go on your journey, you will have that network of peers cheering you on. I resonate with Dean DeWalt's comments at the start of this program about how meaningful this is for the family and friends here today. My own daughter is graduating from CBS today. Congratulations, Emma. We love you. Woo! It is indeed a wonderful moment for my family and for all the families here today. I can also say that as an alumni, it's been a great joy to connect with Emma's peers on their journey through CBS, like with Allie about her research, Shannon about study abroad, and Quinn about her poster presentation. We're so very proud of all of you and all of the graduates. So, on behalf of CBS grads everywhere, welcome to the alumni family. We hope you'll continue to share your stories and experiences and advice with the CBS students who come after you, just as I was able to do with Emma, Allie, Shannon, and Quinn this year. Stay connected with us and stay connected with one another. I wish you the best as you make your plans to enter the workforce or continue on to graduate or professional school. Please keep in touch, and congratulations, graduates. Well done.
Thank you, Tim. Graduates, this ceremony symbolizes the university's acknowledgement that you have mastered knowledge of biology. While we're sorry to see you go, the parting is bittersweet because we know that you're going to leave here well prepared to contribute at a high level in whatever field you choose. So please let us know where you go from here and take advantage of the resources available to you as a new alumnus. Now I invite Professor Emeritus John S. Anderson to lead us in Hail, Minnesota. Many of you learned the song from Dr. Anderson during Nature of Life at home rather than in person at Itasca. So now's your chance to sing it all together. During the nearly 4 decades as a biochemistry professor, John won nearly every award the university and college offer for excellence in teaching. He once said that his secret as a teacher was understanding where students are on the educational journey so he can meet them and take them from there. His dedication to this college, and especially to our students, is inspiring. Dr. Anderson.
Thank you, Dean DeWalt. Congratulations to all the graduates of the class of 2024. Well done. It is a tradition that we sing the alma mater as the finale at commencement. Many of you were introduced to Hail, Minnesota at Nature of Life when you were just beginning your involvement in the College of Biological Sciences and the University of Minnesota. Now you have completed your course of study, and we've gathered here this afternoon to celebrate your graduation. This is a time when emotions run deep As you join with your family and friends to sing the alma mater, let your feelings flow freely as you reflect on the education that you have received and the many wonderful events and friendships that have enriched your experience as a member of the University of Minnesota community. Now I'd like to invite Regent Mayron, Dean DeWalt, and Associate Dean of Undergraduate Education, Lori Parker, to join me here at the podium. All please rise as you are able. Minnesota, hail to thee. Hail to thee, our college dear. Thy light shall ever be a beacon bright and clear. Thy sons and daughters true will proclaim thee near and far. They will guard thy fame and adore thy name. Thou shalt be their northern
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. That concludes our program, which means it's now time for all of you graduates to celebrate. I would like to invite our guests to stay seated until the faculty and then the graduates have completely exited the floor. So you may be seated for right now while we progress out. So congratulations and best wishes for the future.